Hello guys, How'd Omega, and today I'm bringing you a new series called Gamer Guide. And what Gamer Guide intends to do is just really me talking about games, obviously, and doing a deep dive on certain topics and certain subjects, so you can get a better understanding and really overall general outlook of how I see things and sometimes what it is. You'll get opinions and facts, and a mix of both. So today we're going to be talking about how to obtain games, because me talking about my personal experience with other people, I'll be talking about libraries and how I really have an extensive library across my platforms, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox One, Switch. I have all that, and a lot of people just think I can just throw money at games like nothing, but it's really about being price savvy. And at a first glance, you wouldn't think price savvy in buying a video game is necessary, but actually it makes all the necessary and all the difference, especially in your enjoyment of the game. If you get a game for a steal and it's a good game, then you feel like you got your money's worth. And even if it's a bad game you got for a penny of a dollar, you wouldn't feel that bad. Even free, you obviously have no loss, but nothing more to gain. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about how to obtain games in this episode. So just listen to me, and you got to send comments or ask questions. Go ahead, because I'm going to try to do a nice deep dive. So with that being said, let's talk about how to get a game. Well, apparently you can go into the store and get a game, whether it be Best Buy, Target, Walmart. But at the same time, it's also where you get your game. Because me, I found more success on Amazon, because before I get into it, it's also what do these stores do for you. Like, I know Best Buy at one point they had the GCN, I think that's what it's called, but basically a games club where you get rewards and discounts from pre-orders and stuff like that, and that's the type of perks you want. And that was my main reasons for championing GameStop at one point, because GameStop, they have the rewards members and discounts, but all that shit is trash now. They changed the model, so they shot themselves in the foot, and that's why I don't shop. I try not to shop there no more unless I want the game bad. But Best Buy still doing their thing, and it's also about where you buy your games at too. Get perks for it, because those perks and rewards, they build up as you go. So don't be afraid to invest in it, and just ask questions before you buy your game. And back to Amazon, I really found Amazon's good, because when you pre-order a game, you don't have to put money down right then and there. Because Amazon do not take money out your card until they ship it. So I really like how you can just pre-order some shit way in advance, and it don't cost you a dime, opposed to GameStop, where you have to, or I think even Best Buy, where you have to put some money down first and then wait for it to come. Then I know some people don't even like going in person. Some people don't even like giving money out first, and I get it. So that's my option. I like Amazon, but Best Buy, they have some rewards too. They give discounts as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So main thing, it's all about where you shop at first. Where you shop. Now, of course, you can also go to secondhand, like maybe OfferUp, Craigslist, eBay, even pawn shops. That's where I found some games at. I'll never forget it. I found God of War for $10. God of War 3 for $10 at a pawn shop near me. Even the thrift stores. Thrift stores are good too. And also most in games nowadays, you don't have to worry about them being scratched up and shit like that, because we live in a world where everything's adult owned and taken care of. It ain't like back in '02 where you buy a used game where this shit be all scratched up and it might not even play. Thankfully we live in a world where everybody take care of their shit. Now that's how you really get a physical game. So that's how you get a physical game. It's in your head, you can play it. Now, what I should say, there's pros and cons to the physical. Okay, first we're going to say the cons. Let's get the bad stuff out of the way. It can break, it can snap, you can lose it, it can get stolen, and that's really about it. So you just got to really take care of it. But the pros are, you can switch games, you can trade it, you can borrow it, because it still has value to it, so you can even sell if you want to. Also, it's good for retro use. So say maybe you have a console, like a backwards compatibility console like the Xbox One. You just pop it in there. So if it allows it, everything's different. So I think that's a good thing. It's yours too, as opposed to digital. We'll get into digital in a little bit, where the license can get revoked and all that good stuff, bad stuff. So That's physical. So let's talk about how to obtain a game digitally. So digitally is also where it's also where you want to go, because it's less. Most of the time it's cheaper because manufacturing costs, and it's just software, just an app. So usually it's cheaper in most cases. Some games are still 60, but the pros and cons to that is sometimes if you don't have the internet access or weak internet access, you can't play that game. Also, they can revoke your licenses. So for every reason, let's say you're not signed in or you do some stupid shit and you can't play your game now because they said no. But the biggest pro to this, and that kind of just wipes all that away, is there's sales galore like every week. Even if they're not sales, dirt cheap, and it's yours forever. So you can store it on your hard drive. You know, it's just a big data. That's all it really is. So the main hitting point for digital is just very cheaper, and it's direct from the console slash software. So there's that. And also, don't be afraid to look online, like third party affiliate links, like maybe that's where I get my digital games at now, or sometimes physical, or when dealing with Amazon. Because they tell you like, oh, this is on sale, like Wario 64, cheap ass gamer. They always tell you what games are on sale. So don't be afraid to subscribe to people that let you know when the sales are there. That's how another way to get your money's worth. And also sometimes take a gander at the store. Like the store will always advertise sales and stuff like that. Now here's the third thing about digital, because that's why I was saving for the most. Now we have subscription passes where you play a library of games and basically just rental service. It's like Netflix. You play it. You don't buy it. You have a whole library at your disposal for a monthly fee, and I think that's gonna be the new wave for a good while. They're gonna next gen. They're gonna really push that hard as hell. Even though PC is a different ball game because their games are dirt cheap on the dollar every time. So I wonder how that's gonna work out for them. But mainly focus on console. They're pushing subscription passes for a while, and they're gonna do it even harder next gen. So that's where you might want to go if you want to go to get games and just play it and not pay for it, or at least get your money's worth. But also the thing to keep in mind about that is that they do remove games from time to time, so you don't have time. There could be a potential time limit, and also now they're starting to implement where you both Sony and Microsoft and probably Nintendo in the future, where you can play exclusives on their subscriptions. So that's another thing to think about when you're getting your console, or if you have a console, what do you want to play? Because it's better in your interest to get a console where you want to play their exclusives, just off the game pass, just off the pass alone, or a subscription service. So I'm really liking that for the most part, and that's really it. That's just really how you get games. So there's multiple ways how you get games, and there's multiple ways where you can buy your extend your library. Because also another thing I wanted to add is collector's edition. Sometimes if you're patient enough, you can buy collector's edition off the internet. Some people don't even open there, they just sell it online. Be way cheaper. That's just another thought. But there's multiple ways to get games, and I hope this video informed you enough to where you know how to extend your library. So basically, if you want a physical, make sure you have either way around. Make sure you get rewards. That's what you really want the most. Let it stack up, or at least get a discount on your games. Make sure keep in mind what sale are you going for, because they do have sales for stores. But like I said, do you want the physical? Do you want the digital? Because remember, physical and pros and cons, digital pros and cons, and that matters in the future. It matters in the future. You might not think it does at the moment, but it will. And just be mindful of the prices. Treat games like you treat the grocery store. See what's available. You don't have to. And another thing I should really warn people about, especially on digital, just came to me. Sometimes they will have a sale on the same game for the next week. So maybe they'll have like a sale for like certain type of games, like Assassin's Creed games. It'd be like 50% off. Then they have a Ubisoft sale, publisher sale. And then it'd be like 75% off. So don't be afraid to miss out on some sales, because it might be even cheaper in the future. That goes for digital mostly, but sometimes physical too. But in that, I hope I explained it well, at least enough. But this is Hydra from Omega. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. Goodbye.